Instant match reaction, what a result, what a performance. Tottenham Hotspur 0, Everton 1. Finally, that away win that we've all been craving for so long. And what a performance that was today by Everton Football Club. Each and every single player that had that royal blue shirt on today gave 110% and just completely dominated the game. We were the better team for the entire 90 minutes. The quality was showing. The midfield was absolutely fantastic. Debuts for Alan, Abdoulaye Doucouré and James Rodriguez. Abdoulaye Doucouré and Alan playing the 90 minutes and James just playing short. I think he played 89 or something like that. All three were unbelievable. Doucouré, that presence in the midfield, won every header, that bounced up, good on the ball, his tackling was good, made a really good last-ditch tackle as well when Tottenham were all but through on goal at 0-0. James Rodriguez, every time he got the ball at his feet, didn't misplace a pass. Fantastic. His quality, his over-the-top balls were brilliant as well. His skill, his first touch is absolutely immaculate. And Alan done exactly what he was put in there to do. He broke the play up, he used his strength, he put himself in front of the opposition, and he frustrated Tottenham. He wound Tottenham up to the point where they pretty much give up in the final 15-20 minutes of the game. Tottenham didn't look interested. He didn't look like they wanted a part of the game. A fantastic header by Dominic Calvert-Lewin as well. And we could have won the game by more. Listen, Richarlison has an opportunity early on in the first half where he nips it. Fantastic run by Richarlison, nips it, goes round the keeper, and he's just off balance. I think the touch that takes him round the keeper is just a little bit too heavy for him, and ultimately finds himself off balance and ends up hoofing it into the stand. He should have passed it to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. That could have been 1-0 at that point, but a fantastic goal just before half-time. Really good ball in by Luca Dino just after half-time. I can't even remember. I'm not ecstatic, I can't remember, but a fantastic ball in from Luca Dino. Really good free kick and an absolute bullet header by Dominic Calvert-Lewin, proving that again. That's a world-class header, that's a world-class finish, and in terms of heading the ball and the ability in the air and physicality, he's one of the best strikers in the Premier League. I don't care what anybody says. In that aspect, yes, you know, going one-on-one with the goalkeeper in situations like that, he could do better in, but in that aspect of a ball into the box, he is on the end of it and the ball's going into the back of the net. It was an absolutely world-class finish, and we were brilliant today. Such a contrasting performance to the one 7-8 weeks ago when we played Tottenham Hotspur away from home at the back end of last season, when we had no presence in the midfield. We didn't look interested, we didn't look like we wanted to fight. We controlled that game for 90 minutes there against one of the, you know, the Sky Big Six or whatever you want to call them, one of the teams that, you know, are touted to finish in a European position every year. We've just gone to their home ground and absolutely played them off the park. A fantastic performance. Carlo Ancelotti starting with all three debutants, obviously Alan, James and Abdoulaye Doucouré. Not going to lie, I didn't see it coming. I didn't think they'd all play near enough to 90 minutes, let alone all start the game, but they were fantastic. They were exactly what we need, and they all looked like they'd settled in really quickly. You know, every single one of them, all three were solid throughout the entirety of the game. There wasn't many misplaced passes, there wasn't any sloppy play, there wasn't any situations where you go, oh, he looks like he hasn't quite settled in yet, or he's struggling a little bit there. James Rodriguez looked like he'd been playing Premier League football for years. If that's the level that James is going to be coming up against every week, he's going to be tearing the arse out of most teams, because he was absolutely brilliant, and he didn't even look like he got out of second gear. Every time he got the ball, it was bish bash bosh. Nice skill, fantastic first touch, over the top ball, through ball, fantastic play. And like I said, he didn't even look like he got out of third gear. He was brilliant today, absolutely brilliant. Richarlison, again on that right hand side, done well. Looked like he was absolutely desperate for that goal, which you can't really blame him for, to be perfectly honest. You know, he's a forward, he's a striker, he's an attacker. He wants to score those goals, he wants to be in those positions to score, and you know, he didn't get his goal today, but nevertheless he played really well. Couple of close chances in the second half as well, and the defence was solid as well. Look, Tottenham had opportunities, they did, you know, they had a couple of chances where they broke through on the counter attack, and you know, the Jordan Pickford had to make some fantastic saves. Jordan Pickford was brilliant as well today. Listen, a lot of people give him stick, and rightly so at times, but you've got to give him credit where credit's due. He was brilliant today. Everything he was asked to do, he done it well. He come out, he collected his ball, he put himself on the floor when he needed to put himself on the floor. He made two fantastic saves, another couple of decent saves as well. He was brilliant today, and the defence overall, like I said, was very solid. Yes, Tottenham got through a couple of times, but they're bound to, and in that last 15-20 minutes, they looked defeated. They looked like they had nothing. They looked like they weren't interested, and that was detriment to how well Everton played. And considering that was the first game of the season away against a tough opposition, it was a fantastic performance. Look, still a long season ahead, and I don't want to get too ahead of myself and too overly excited about it, but it was unbelievable today. It was absolutely fantastic, and if we can go to sides away from home, we can take sides to Goodison Park, you know, it will be, you know, we'll have a lot less quality than Tottenham this season, and play like that, we'll beat a lot of teams. We will beat a lot of teams this season. We were just so dominant in the midfield. I think we had something like 70-75% possession, something like that, and they just got nowhere near near us. They didn't look interested, to be fair. Tottenham didn't have a great game, to be perfectly honest. They were really, really poor. I think if you're a Tottenham fan, you're massively disappointed tonight. But we were just dominant. We didn't allow them any chances on the ball. You know, every time they got the ball, he wasted it. And we just got to it straight away, counted really, really well. The pressure was there. That's the one thing that we missed so much last season that was there and evident today in that midfield, is there was pressure, there was press. There was players that every time a Tottenham player got the ball, Alan was on them, or Adelaide Decore was on them. There was players there to break up the play. Last season, it was far too easy for teams to get the ball and just bypass our midfield, go straight from the attack, straight through to the defence, and there was none of that today. The midfield three were brilliant. Hammers done his job on the ball and when needing to go forward, and Alan and Abdoulaye Doucouré were absolutely stunning. 8, 9, 10s out of 10 for me across the entire midfield, and very similar across the board, to be honest with you. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, again, we talk about how he needs to be more clinical. He had that opportunity, ball comes in and he buries it 1-0, and it's the winner at the end of the day. A fantastic performance. Listen, I'm absolutely over the moon with that. Carlo Ancelotti and Everton getting off to a perfect start to the season. 1-0 win against Tottenham Hotspur away from home. Brilliant result, brilliant performance. And on to Wednesday now against Salford. You know, Gary Neville was commentating on the game and didn't really seem very happy that we were so good, to be honest, with the game against Salford coming up. But who cares? Who gives a shit what Gary Neville thinks? Anyway, fantastic performance. Brilliant result. And yeah, an absolute world-class midfield performance by each and every single player. All three debutants, and I thought Andre Gomes as well before he went off had a fantastic game. Really solid, controlling the ball, pushed high up the pitch as well. So yeah, fantastic performance. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section down below. If you have enjoyed, please do hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. Up the Toffees, up the Blues. 3 points, first game of the season, away from home in a tough game as well. What more can you ask for? Up the Toffees. See you later.